Hey everyone, for tonight I'd like to discuss paradoxical intervention and why I wouldn't tell my client what I'm doing. So paradoxical intervention in a nutshell, I would say the best way to describe it is that of a therapist instructing the client to do exactly the very problem they're trying to resolve or to eradicate. It's a complex concept and that is often equated with reverse psychology. So, for example, the client has a fear of failure. So you ask the client to actually fail at something. Or a woman always procrastinates, and therefore the therapist prescribes that woman to schedule an hour a day to procrastinate. A child who doesn't want to brush her teeth is instructed not to brush her teeth, and in so doing she might actually end up brushing her teeth out of spite. Another would be a woman who cannot initiate sex with her husband is asked to not initiate sex with her husband for a month. So it's almost synonymous to don't think of a white elephant and the first thing you think of is a white elephant. Basically, you're asking them to do something in order to have a different result. And the underlying reason for this, the underlying principle, is that we engage in behaviors for a reason, which is typically to meet a need. For instance, I need to feel in control, I need for attention, I need to rebel, or it's a cry for help, that sort of thing. So prescribing the symptom is actually, by prescribing the symptom, the therapist is actually helping the client meet that need and determine how much control they have over that symptom. So by choosing to manifest it, they recognize that they can create it, and therefore when they're able to create it, they're able to they feel empowered and they are able to change it or to stop it. I can see how this might get a bit risky or problematic, as when, for example, the symptoms could be harmful to somebody, to the client or to somebody else. For instance, a client having suicidal thoughts, you cannot actually prescribe the client to have a suicidal thought, to commit suicide, or to think of or ruminate about suicide. Also, nudging the client toward it would pose an ethical problem. In fact, there has been written guidelines. They have established guidelines in conducting paradoxical interventions with clients. I think only well-trained clinicians could employ them. I think that it's helpful. I like it because it's helpful. It helps the client to be in control of the situation and of their symptom and their experiences. But you don't want to tell the client what you're doing. You don't want to tell them why they're being asked to do it, because I think it defeats the purpose. That's first. And then second, I think it's based on humor, in the sense that the therapist is actually, the client is actually, the intent is for the client to laugh at the absurdity of it, to laugh at the idea of bringing in an unpleasant situation voluntarily. And I think humor is always therapeutic. Another reason would be that not everybody is actually receptive of directions, or they're like stuck in doing something that they they resist change. So what you're asking them to do is exactly the same thing that they've been doing, and so there's less resistance. So there you go. I think it goes without saying that paradoxical interventions are only to be used when it is safe and it's in the frame of a positive therapeutic relationship. I hope that helps. Thank you.